Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Ben the Human Plays Vagrus, the Riven Realms. We are in Lumen. We're heading west to Larnak. I thought about going to the Forsaken Colony to visit the ogres, but then I realized I haven't really set myself up to deliver them anything that they're like after. You know how they want like fruit and whatever? I can't remember everything they want. But we should definitely remember about the ogres so we can continue pushing that little side story along. It'd be interesting to find out why the ogres are here, because I think one of the questions that you can ask them is like, what are they doing here? Let's swap back over. We could probably just leave the goggles on, but let's swap back over to our dowsing rods so we don't have the movement debuff. We'll send out our guys. Maybe they'll get lucky. Not really. Get all the way up here. Camp one more time. Gorgoro was hurt? When did that happen? Probably ages ago. Put your crystal back in place. It's kind of weird that our other slot is not open. Because I definitely have a spell weaver. I don't know. Whatever. Into crystal we go. Mysteries abound. Might be a glitch. I'm not 100% sure. Because I'm pretty sure when I've swapped over to Nadir, I've unlocked. That's what you unlock this extra slot, but I'm not sure. Let's see. We'll throw out the Kalrish bags here. Although it's not super necessary. I guess we'll see. Here, yeah, Larnak. 5 days of supplies to get to Mirage. I guess in that case, we don't really need the Kalrish bags because we have so much spare inventory space. So maybe we switch over to... We don't really need the Tarkian tents either. Maybe just mount blankets, reduce consumption, I suppose. Let's rest in town. Anybody going our way? Not really. Like, we could maybe take that Devon guy, but I'm not 100% sure if I'm going to end up going all the way over to Devon or not. So we'll just rest, send our guys to work in town. Critically succeeded. Somebody gave us beer. They're like, you've done such an amazing job. Here's some mushroom beer for your trouble. I'm like, thank you very much. Alright, so let's see here. We would like to go there rather than... Oh. Everybody's morale is down. We'd like to go up here because then we have the option to go foraging and hunting. Failed but succeeded at foraging. We are better at foraging than hunting. And then one more day to get to Mirage. And then we'll see what is, like, we'll see what happens when we get to Larnak and find that crystal guy. Part of me thinks we shouldn't swap over to the Yurg mounts until... Yes, more Larnak missions. We shouldn't swap over to the Yurg mounts until we've figured out the Realm Gate repairs. Because if we want to go over to the other side, we can't take our Realm Gate, or our bug mounts with us. And if we can't take the bug mounts with us, then like we'll be swapping back over to lizards or mammals. And then if you're doing that, like, what's the point? So I might want to wait until the Realm Gate is fully fixed before we swap over to the Yurgs. But getting them unlocked in the first place is just a good thing to do. Exchange. You guys all want to go to Avernum, which we are definitely going to. So let's take that. And then head out. We'll probably be ambushed by worms if I had to guess. No, we are ambushed by orcs. Wild. Well, let's makeshift barricade. That is not who I was expecting to ambush me in the desert. The orcs come when you least expect it. Alright, so we're gonna cull the ranks. And then mount up your fighters. That's why we got 30 horses in the first place. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Alright. Lots of orcs and some warlords. Let's get it on. Who to kill first? Probably you. I don't know. Maybe just middle guy. Stun a dude? Don't try to stun these guys. I think they're unstunnable. Because they got thick heads. Shoot this man. Good shot. Now, I think I'm gonna go for the fireball over the flame. I was gonna say to kill that guy in the front row first before he got to act. So, and then Skornar can boost Nadir. And then she can throw down the flame, assuming this guy doesn't stun her. Nope. You're just knocking my people around like a maniac. Throw the wards underneath them. They all take 3 to 4 damage, which is amazing. Now, who is stunned? I think it's this guy. Let's try to stun. I don't know if she can stun any of those people. Maybe just this dude? Yes. Run back to the front. We don't want to leave Nadir in the front. Seems like a bad idea. And then try to shoot the warlords over here. That guy. Whoa! How dare you? Throw a bomb. Take that. And then just fireball them. Lots of burn damage. Haha, you missed me. Now what? Whoa! They got evaporated! Amazing. That guy's dead. Now, focus on the healthiest guy. Reload. Probably won't matter. And then burn this dude? Oh, he lived! He lived! That guy didn't. Now die. That went really well for fighting orcs. Having Nadir's, like, abilities super leveled up. I should have done that, like, ages ago. Having Nadir's super abilities leveled up is really, really good. Pursue... Did you take anything of mine? Nothing. We'll just let him go. Holy hell, we got 14 what the? We got 14 fighters, 7 scouts, and 2 workers? I don't know what to do with this many people. We could recruit them. Or, I mean, sorry, we could conscript them, recruit them, enslave them, release, malevolent. Conscript? Is this the one that's gonna piss off people the least? We'll find out. I think so. Right, that went pretty well. Now we have a huge group. We didn't even lose any guys. The 3 guys that got hurt all recovered. Like, we have like too many people now. I think we're getting crowded camp debuffed as well. Because what did I get? Like 20 extra guys? That's like unnecessary. Let's go. What is I think the best way is to like get your way over here. So like to this point? Leave some coins. I have a lot of coins. And now all y'all go out and do work. 10 scouts is ridiculous. And they critically failed. It's because they don't get along. They're like, you scout that way? Incorrect, sir. Right, yeah, we definitely need to get to Larnak and, like, offload some of these people just because our morale is taking a blow and, people are fighting. This is just, like, headcanon. There is 0 reason to expect that in the actual game. But in my head, the scouts are not getting along. Nothing to hide. Fantastic news. Turn in all of our stuff. All right, now get to the Manzio and drop some of these people. We have 40 fighters. All right, get rid of 7 of these guys. Get rid of these workers. And do we still have crowded camps? We do. Okay, so let's offload some fighters. How many fighters do we need to get rid of to get Okay, to get rid of the crowded camps debuff was a lot. But now we're down to 37. So we do want to take stuff to Avernum. How are we doing? Oh, we can swap back over to the saddlebags now, because this will help. Where are they? They're there. Boop. Now the question is, do I want to get 7 more horses? It would be very interesting to try and go... Like, I don't think it's possible to have a really well-functioning Comitatus that's this large, that is fully mounted. But a fully mounted fighting squad would also be very useful from a cargo standpoint. But we always have to have the one beast of burden to have the awnings and the wheels. So you can never go, like, get rid of the beast of burden entirely. So maybe what we do is we kind of split the difference. Get 5 mounts, 1 beast of burden, and then ditch 2 more fighters. 1, 2. Now we have 35 guys, 2 beasts, full inventory. Good job. Avernum, let's see here. And then any other Avernums, because we could take to Devon. Ash. A lot of Devon. Here's another Avernum. I would rather take the Avernum missions, just because I know it's going to be... We're going to be able to offload those and get more of them in the city. 6 to 7 days. We have 6 days right now. Why don't we try to get, like, 8 days? 9 days, I guess. And then we should take the missions to Ash. Were there 2 or just the 1? I think it was just the 1. That's a lot of bright kelp. Now the question is, do we take these extra missions to Devon? This one seems to be pretty good. Two spaces is not that much. 4 spaces is also interesting, but I think we want to take this one. And then would we want to just, like, buy bright kelp on our own? Might be worthwhile. Because if we bought bright kelp here, you could sell it for 4 too. Yeah, why not? Seems simple enough. Let's do that. 3 stacks worth? Is this going to change the price on me? Not at all. All right, 3 of these are ours. Let's try to remember that. Now, let's go look for this crystal person. I forget where they said it was. Nothing in the city? I think they said they were in the fields. Or not. Maybe Lucernum? Ah, there we go. Find the workshop of the Crystalmancer Murno. Look at him! The workshop you were guided to can be found in a clean little street just off the main thoroughfare through the district. It does not look very interesting from the outside, except for the sign above the door that is studded with luminous crystals. You knock and a voice calls out, "Come in!" Inside is a shop that is scattered with tools of crystal carving, as well as some crystals sitting on shelves. Mostly blue, but some yellow, along with several boxes of red and green clusters, too. Lamps are also made of magically empowered crystals, floating around lazily in the air, kept there by some form of a levitating spell. A younger man enters through a door and greets you with a smile. His leather apron, baggy brown clothes, and odd hat remind you more of a craftsman's apprentice rather than a mage. You tell the man you are looking for the Crystalmancer called Murno. "That would be me," he says and bows his head slightly. "Welcome to my shop. I admit it's not much right now, but I'm expanding it soon. What can I help you with?" The two of you sit down and you explain how you have come upon his name while you are looking for an expert in Yurg-taming crystalmancy. He nods and confirms that he is indeed a specialist in the field. You tell him that you need someone to work with you on a project involving a larger scale conversion of Yurgs. The embassy would provide the creatures, he would craft and embed the crystals, and you as a mediator would get to buy the first batch as well as the control crystal for free. "You know your stuff," Murno says with a smile. "That could work. He He must have realized that this potentially means a lot of commissions for him in the future. You also tell him that you will probably have to present the process to the Ascori ambassador. All right, I'm in, but I'm gonna need crystals first. Large pile of ceruleus crystals so that I can create a really good first batch. Bring me some and I'll get to it right away. Unfortunately, I haven't the means to get them myself. In the meantime, you are welcome to browse here anytime. Take a look. You take a look around. Buy something. No, I don't want to buy an enchanted crystal. All right, well, sounds like we need to get ourselves 2 stacks of ceruleus crystals. I wish Shabeni would have told me that, so I could have brought it with me, but what are you gonna do? All right, I think we're all ready, steady, go, is what I was gonna say, which is not proper English. But there you have it. Let's go ahead and head out. Succeeded at foraging. We're gonna head just like due north. Or as north as we can go straightly. And then we'll get to Avernum and we'll be able to hunt down some more of Aelani's husband's rumors, as well as check in. Well, they can't go hunting. We'll check in on Gorgoro's mission as well. He wanted us to track down the Thadra's dwarf and commission some armor. I'm assuming that one will just require me to hunt down a crap ton of metal of various kinds. Possibly dragon steel. Maybe not. We'll see. Let's get this last vigor back. I've been without the vigor for quite a long time. Into Amphalat. Grab some supplies since they're cheap here. And then we'll head over to Avernum today. I guess over the next couple days. Oops, I meant to go fully guarded there. Back to fully guarded. Great. And then into Avernum. You know, like 3 episodes late. It's fine. Nothing to hide. Show them our trade license. In we go. We dropped off a couple passengers. We're actually short on labor now. Surprise, surprise. By quite a bit. I didn't realize though we were depending on those people for so much. There. 22 seems to be a good number. Offload this stuff. You are going to Ash. You are going to Devon. 6 days. Should be fine. You're going to Ash as well. 10 inventory is a crazy amount of inventory to fill up. Versus 2. But you get 29 silver for that. You know what? We can actually take both, which is wild. So sure, why not? Here's another one. That would have taken up the whole inventory, so I think it's better to do the 2 different ones. And actually, there were no missions to go to Devon, so we lucked out there. Oh, never mind, I lied. It's fine. Oh, we did want to sell the 3 bright kelp that we have, though. Just 3 of them. 90. There. So we actually do have some space available, but only 3, and I don't know. Where is Fort Viridium? Oh, it's like right in the middle. I've been there like a couple times. I think, didn't we rescue a person from there? Like her husband or like lover asked her to escape from the town or something. Yeah, good story, Ben. Let's see here. So let's visit Thadra's. Explore the city first. Oh yeah, get out of here. Leave me alone. To the forages. So Aelani wants to talk about the drug den. And then we will visit the anvil. Gorgoro wants to talk to Thadra's about a custom suit of armor. Your eyes go wide as Gorgoro walks up to the old dwarf, who is busily hammering away on his anvil and crosses his arms and declared, "Doesn't look worthy of a real smith. Perhaps you should hammer it harder." The dwarf looks up from his work in bewilderment. The swear words are already forming on his lips, but then he recognizes Gorgoro, and after a moment of silent tension, he bursts out laughing. Ah, they know each other. The orc warrior chuckles as well. Dokar smiles at you, but does not seem to know what this is about. For the love of the Earth's treasures, I haven't had a laugh like this one for ages, Thadras announces after he gathers his wits. What foul winds blew you here, you vagabond? Came here to see if you died at last, but I'm out of luck again, Gorgoro replies, and they both grin. You learn that the smith and your companion have known each other for over a decade now. Apparently, the orc warrior plucked Thadras and some of his sons out of trouble up north. Dokar was not present when it happened and never met Gorgoro before. After pleasantries and insults are exchanged in earnest, and the dwarf makes sure the axe he forged for your companion long ago still holds up, the warrior announces his intention to have a suit of armor forged for himself. Thadras' eyes begin to glow with an eerie light. Oh, he sighs. That's a worthy thing for sure. Working for the champion. I prefer working for a friend, but fine, the orc jests. While you sit and converse with Dokar, Thadras and Gorgoro disappear to pore over the designs already prepared for by the warrior. When they reappear, the old dwarf looks animated. This won't be easy, but what is that's worth shite, eh? He nudges Gorgoro and he turns to you. We have settled on the basics and listed what we'll need for the armor. Dang it! I see dragon steel highlighted. As expected, it's all quite special, hard to get stuff. Dragon steel for the plates, quality leather for the straps and the undersuit, and pristine trophies for decoration. Then we need a rune dwarves call Erd, which will be spell forged into the armor to provide sorceress protection. Finally, I'll need a pair of pretty demon horns for the helmet. You nerd. That's something else, too. A bit of a catch. Thadras adds. Oh, I thought he was talking about the demon horns. There's something else too. Bit of a catch, Thadras adds. What catch? Gorgoro asks, sighing. You know that I've a rune to forge here and the right tools, but what I don't have is dragonfire. What? And to work with dragon steel, you'll need dragonfire, or something comparably hot. Any idea what that could be? Gorgoro asks him with a frown. I'm fresh out of Dragon Pals to ask for a whiff. I've no clue, you dumb effer. The smith tells him, but should you happen upon something, bring it here so that I can take a look-see and determine if it's right. Great, thanks, the warrior tells him. We'll worry about that later then. We have to gather all the other stuff first, which is no small task on its own. You agree, this will not be easy. The hunt for the ingredients is on. Alright, what do we need? 3 units of dragon steel, 2 demon horns, something hot enough to heat the forge, and then an Erd rune. Where the hell do we find any of this stuff? An Erd rune carved onto a rock or a metal surface by a runesmith. And then 6 beast hides and 3 pristine trophies. Can I give them anything? Oh, cool! We have something called a smoldering heart. I don't know what that is. I don't remember when I got that. You place the smoldering heart on one of the anvils in the forge, and the dwarves gather around it, sniffing and poking the thing. Thadras then looks up at you with a hint of avowal. I'm gonna test this thing, but upon a glance, it should be hot enough when placed in the rune forge, he declares. Subsequent trials prove that the strange mineral can indeed produce the required temperature to work dragon steel, but only when placed in a runic forge. Thadras takes it off your hands, promising to give it back once the armor is complete, while Gorgoro thanks you profoundly for the artifact. Oh, cool! It doesn't even, get consumed. I assumed it would. Ask him where you can find an Erd rune. Thadras considers your query for a few moments before answering. I try to look at the stock of the dwarven scavengers, mages interested in such curios, or collectors of rarities. Any of these might have a rune of my people. Erd is a protective rune, you see. In fact, it's one of the oldest runes us dwarves have I'm certain that the Vagrus has better things to do, father. I don't know why I made him a nerd. Dokar butts in and draws you aside while the old man berates him and turns back to his work. Sorry, we'd rather not give away dwarven runic secrets, Dokar says with an apologetic smile. So be it. Okay, so dwarves, collectors of rarities, that kind of thing. Ask him where you can find demon horns. What a nerd! Thadras squints at you and then spits into the forge's fire. It sizzles. Have you tried, I don't know, demons? The old dwarf inquires. Ask for where you can find them. If I know. If you don't want to go into the abyss, you might get a sorcerer to summon one for you, eh? Easier said than done. Okay, so we don't have anything else to give him. Let's see. We need Dragon Steel, Demon Horns, an Erd Rune, and then the 6 Beast Hides and Pristine Trophies. I'm kind of surprised I don't have the trophies. Although I might have the trophies, but not the Beast Hide. Oh yeah, I have 11. Okay, let's see. 6 Beast Hide? Yes! Just give me 6, please. I don't need any more than that. Good. Do we have any Demon Horn? None. Let's go check, Incarnus, since he lives here anyway. Hey you, do you have any Demon Horn? You got Demon Bone. Whoa! Arm guards carved of Demon Bone. Magical resistances. I don't know if that's... I mean, it's cool. I just don't know if I need that. Oh, the Gvald Rune? Erd Rune, yeah! Hell yeah. Gear Erd Rune cannot be owned. I own it now. Buy something else. Murky Eye. Ancient Tablet. Arcane Texts. Demon Horn. How many more? 120 days? What? I have to go do something else for 120 days? Can you summon a demon for me to kill so I can just kill him and be done with it? All right, fine. And then we will go back to the Scoria to talk to the drug den guy. Here we go. Search for Keldrin might yield something this time. You try to talk to the proprietary of the den. The scrawny half-elf with a sour face in charge of the den sees Elani, and his expression grows even sourer. Oh. Oh, indeed, the ranger smiles coldly. Long time no see, but I reckon not much has changed here, has it? Futile to ask how it's been going. The proprietor swallows. What do you want? Can't you guess? Elani asks. I'm looking for Keldrin. You wouldn't happen to know anything about his whereabouts. Can't say that I have, the den's proprietor replies. I haven't seen him since, well, you know, that time. Not in all of Avernum. In fact, I would like to see him as well. He owes me. Elani studies his face meticulously, as if looking for telltale signs that he is lying. Finally, she nods. All right, then. That's all I wanted to know. I'll let you wallow in your filth. Just promise you'll tell Keldrin I was looking for him, should he turn up. Let's go, Vagrus. We're done here. And as quick as that, you are back on the street. Ask Elani what the proprietor meant when he mentioned that time. I'd rather not talk about that, she says. Keldrin comes here sometimes, or at least used to, and there had been things I can't abide. But he's not here now, so there's no point in dwelling on that. Let's go. Her husband has a drug habit? Let's go back to the slums, or the slums. No, it is the slums. And then give them the rune, and the leather and the trophies. Lump him in that corner. Thadrus does not even look up from his hammering. Dokar apologizes for his father's behavior quietly, citing his genius and age, and then takes the carefully bound leather and box trophies. And then you brought an Erd rune for the armor. When you produce the Erd rune, the dwarves around the forge, including Thadrus, gather around it in quiet reverence. They seem to hum a grim tune. Gorgoro draws you aside. Let them do their thing, Vagrus, he tells you. They won't talk about it anyway. The rune will be used in the armor at any rate. Alright, so we need 2 Demon Horn, and then we need 3 units of Dragon Steel. I wonder... do you think I can get Dragon Steel from these guys? Nope. I could sell them stuff. Sell them valuable treasure? Or borrow some money. I don't really need to borrow any money. So I think we just have to go back to Devon, because I think that's where you buy Dragon Steel? Question mark? I'm pretty sure that's where I bought it. I know that's where I sold it. I should have just squirreled that away somewhere, because I'm like... I feel like Dragon Steel is like always useful for these late game missions. Let's see. Anything for Devon. This one is interesting, but I'd have to offload some of my food. I'm just not convinced I actually have the capacity to ditch it. Yeah, I think we'll just head out. 6 days. Yeah, we'll just leave and head over to Devon. I guess we'll pause in Omphilot. You bastards. You were just waiting for me to leave the city. All right, last thing we do this episode. Fight off another dork? I called them an orc and dwarf horde together. Oh my god. An orc horde. That's what I meant. And we'll see how this goes. Mount up, team. Let's kick these fools' butts. They didn't know who they were messing with. There we go. Makeshift barricade and call their ranks, because that worked pretty well last time. And then fight. Begin. All right, only one Juggernaut guy this time. What's your name? Warband leader. I just assume they're a Juggernaut because they like to run into people. Elani, go ahead and stun this guy. And then shoot the middleman. And then throw down the wards like you do. Doesn't matter if they block it. Owie! Stop it! Gorgoro, stab this guy. And then have Nadir go again. Man, they really want to, like, javelin all of my back row people. Fireball. Yeah, killed one of them. Good shot, even though he blocked it. Impressive. Let's try to kill this guy. Oh, he lived. He lived. Not that time. We will throw the gas bomb. Axe this man. And then rush forward and try to finish him off. Ah, boogers. You clobbered my shield tank. All right, reload. Incoming. Holy heck. This is going way worse than last time. Guy died. This guy is gonna bleed to death. Or burn to death, I should say. Oh, he evaded me. I'm surprised. If you couldn't tell by the the words I was speaking. And the tone. Haha, you missed me that time. Shoot him. Oh, he lived. Not that time. All right, that went pretty well. Let's get over to Omphilot. Well, I guess we gotta see how the battle progresses. Not too bad. I think we did pretty good there. Yeah, that was a success. Let's go. Yeah, pursue. Oh, the scouts all got themselves wounded. You goons. Give you guys some time to heal up. Oh, we lost a horse. Rats. And 2 scouts. Got a lot of goodies, though. We'll have to leave that bone and the ivory behind. No big deal. Ren lost health somehow. Ren, you fool. Save your movement. Let's get over to Omphilot, and then we'll pause the episode there. So if you guys enjoyed the episode, click the like button. It helps me out a lot. If you want to see more Vagrus, the Riven Realms, or the other videos I have going on the channel, subscribe to the channel. That also helps me out a lot. But until next time, everybody, I hope you have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye, everybody!